I know that you're working on a special project that we've been hearing a lot about. There's rumblings around the community about this amazing initiative. Tell me a little bit about it, because I've heard the title of it, but I don't really know what it is.
Okay. It's a one book, one community program.
Okay.
Lots of libraries around the country do this type of program, and essentially the goal of the program is to bring the whole community together around one book, to talk about the book, to make changes based on things you learn in the book. And our decision to do a one book, one community came from two ideas. One was the library really wanted to recommit to readers this year, just improving our services to readers of all ages. And second, there was a statewide health assessment that Medina County didn't really score all that great on. In two particular areas. One was family literacy, the number of families that are reading with their young children on a daily basis. We were lower than the state average, which is surprising for a community like Medina County.
It is interesting, absolutely.
And the second was we were higher in adolescent depression, adolescent suicide rate, adolescent suicide attempts. And with some of the really tragic events that have happened here over the past year, we were looking for a book that would help us take part in making a change in our community. And I think we found a great book. The book
what is the
Wonder
book?
by
Wonder.
R.J. Palacio. It's been used in one book, one community programs in other communities around the country. But this book spoke to us particularly because it's appropriate for kids about people from about age 9 to 109.
Okay.
It's told from the perspective of different middle schoolers, but there are parents and grandparents and teachers and principals in this book.
So is it a collection of stories? Is it one long novel?
It's a novel, but it's told from different kids' perspectives.
Okay.
And essentially the story is there's an 11-year-old boy named August Pullman who has always been homeschooled because he was born with severe facial malformation.
Okay.
And he's had a lot of surgeries to correct those things just so he can see and hear and eat normally.
Sure.
And his parents decide when he's an 11-year-old that it's time for him to go to school. So they put him in middle school at a private school in their neighborhood.
It's gotta be tough.
And the story is about what Augie goes through starting middle school, looking so different from every other kid in the school.
And at 11.
At 11.
I mean, I'm concerned for Augie already. I don't even know this
Well,
guy.
and the best thing about Augie is he has a wonderful sense of humor.
Okay.
He's able to laugh at himself. And he has a family that has just helped him get this far, where he is scared to go to school, but he wants to go to school. He really wants this experience. He wants to be like other kids and see what it has to offer. Ultimately, it's a very uplifting, powerful book that really speaks to a lot of issues that all middle schoolers have, but particularly in our community with self-esteem and acceptance and a lot of kids' decisions to hurt themselves.
Yeah. So without giving away the ending, it does have a positive outcome?
Yes.
Is it a real outcome? Is it Disneyfied, or is it this can really happen?
No, it's absolutely not Disneyfied.
Okay.
And that's what makes it such a great story all around. It's very realistic, but it's because of who Augie is, it all turns out okay.
Tell me a little bit about, if you can, about R.J. Palacio. What's his background and his story? How did he write this book? She is
not really a writer. This is her first book.
Okay. So is she the Margaret Mitchell? Another Margaret Mitchell?
Well, she might be.
Okay.
She might be. But she had an experience when she was raising her boys that she was at an ice cream store and she had one boy with her and one in the stroller, and she saw a child who had severe facial malformation, didn't know what to do, didn't know what to say, wanted to get her child out of there before he said anything that embarrassed her or hurt the child's feelings. And she never forgot that. And all these years later, it turned into this book.